What's going on, team? What's going on, team? Welcome to today's live trading session. 30 minutes late. I'm sorry. For some reason my phone died last night. So I didn't wake up to an alarm. I woke up at like literally 7 on the dot. When I woke up, I was so confused. I'm like, what time is it? Grabbed my phone. My phone was off. I was like, alright, I'm late. So, before I got out of bed, when I charged my phone for 2 minutes, I looked over the charts. Saw that there was a lot of moves last night during Asia session, Asia and London. So as you guys can see, I already have some pairs off, but as always, we'll go over them one by one real quick. The ones that have some pips left for the day, we'll talk about them. Gonna give everybody a few minutes before we get started. Any questions, let me know. Any specific pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. If not, we'll just be going over the pairs that we usually go over on a day-to-day basis. Yo, did I ever give... I need to check this real quick before I start. Because I can't be... Alright. Good morning, Mr. Albert. I sent you a message this morning of the trading journal. I sent you the link this morning. I don't know if you saw it. Alright, so one by one, we're gonna go through the list. The pairs that already hit ADR or STP, we will skip over those. The ones that haven't hit STP or ADR, we will go over those and see if we could look for any trades. So AU already hit STP for the day, gave us a crazy candle at the market open for London session at the end of Asia going into London. Gave us a crazy push to the bottom side, a crazy candle to the bottom side, and came right back up. So I'm assuming there was news last night. We will go over that real quick. This candle looks very familiar to the candle that we had about 2 weeks ago on, I don't remember what pair it was, but it was during news. So yep, last night we had AUD news from 12:30 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. So for today we have CAD news. So the CAD pairs for today are going to be off the list. And then we have one high impact news folder at 10 a.m. for USD. So looks like today's going to be a very slow trading day. So AU already hit STP. AUD CAD did the exact same move that AUD USD made with that crazy candle that printed at 3 in the morning. Already hit ADR for the day, so we know that we're already done with this one. EA did the exact same thing, just with a green candle instead of with a red candle. Already hit ADR for the day as well. We're still looking for that third week high, but again, we'll have to wait for those confirmations to be set. What I do like about EA right now is that it already gave us the inducement of the low. So if we were to look for an entry, this is not only the area that we would want to look for the entry, but this is the exact same reaction we want to see from the chart before we look for an entry, right? An inducement of the low, and now we got to see higher highs and higher lows and higher highs on the internal time frame. That change of character break of structure on the internal time frame to then start looking for those entries. So we'll be patient with EA. Already hit ADR for the day, so that's already done. EuroCAD still pushing up. Respected the shoulder head shoulder, gave us the inducement of the shoulder head shoulder, and then started the push back to the top side again. Again with ECAD. Where's my phone? It's charging. 84 pips minus 33% is 56. Right, so we need 56 pips for the day, and we've done 51. I also wanted to clarify because I had a message last night like, oh, if E has it as level 2, why don't you have it as level 2? And again, for me, it's very simple, right? It's very simple. Once again, we already reached the previous peak high pattern, right? We already reached the previous peak high. Now, for me, again, the only difference would be, as we were saying, is the zone of consolidation. That's the only difference. Could this still be level 2? Absolutely, this could still be level 2. 100%. We've seen this from time to time again. This is nothing new, right? We're acting like we've never seen this on the charts. We're acting like we've never talked about it. You know, we've been on these streams now on YouTube for 2, almost 3 years. You guys have seen this before. You guys have seen new zones of consolidations being made, where at one point we believe it's a zone of consolidation because that's what we see. But then as price keeps printing, as time keeps moving forward, it's like, okay, we understand this isn't a second zone of consolidation. We understand it's just level 2. This was just part of the trend. Cool. Regardless, it doesn't change the fact that we're already in previous peak high territory. So I'm not going to be looking to take these trades anymore going long. I'm personally for me, once price already reaches previous peak lows or previous peak highs, I'm not trading anymore. There's 14, 15 other pairs on my list that I could go and look for entries, right? So again, for me personally, and this has been in my rules since I first started trading. This isn't something I came up with as new. This is the same thing I've been trading since I started trading. Once price already reaches the previous peak highs, or once price reaches the previous peak lows, I'm not trading anymore. I'm not trading anymore. It's a done deal. There's no more. For me, there's nothing more to take. Again, for me personally. So EuroCAD is not a pair on my watch list. It's not a pair that I'm looking to take entries on. The only way I'll start looking for entries on EuroCAD, damn, I almost just choked. The only time I'll be looking for entries on EuroCAD is as soon as we get those change of characters break of structures down to the bottom side. That's it. Again, that's for me personally. That's how I trade peak highs. That's how I trade peak lows. I don't trade in these areas. Do you have a journal of the notes you've written? Not online, no. Like you're talking about like my like trading notes, like when I was learning and stuff. I don't have that online, no. Plus, I wouldn't share that either, to be honest. But if you're talking about like notes after trades, I don't write notes after trades anymore, I guess. I just my notes are pretty much what I draw on the screen and the streams. I don't take notes after the trading day, but that's again that's just me personally. I don't need to do that anymore. So EuroCAD will turn that off. Euro USD, we had 2 days of rise. Today being the third day, it gave us that third day push. Beautiful. 75 pips is ADR, minus 33% is 50 pips. 50 pips for the day. We already made 50 pips. So Euro USD is already done. Already gave us the move that we were looking for the day, which was that 372, that third day high. 50 pips has already been made, so there's nothing left on the table. GA did the exact same moves as the other AU pairs, or AUD pairs. Crazy wick at 3 in the morning. Already went down into STP, so we'll be skipping that. GCAD. We're still in a higher high. We're still trading at the top of the zone of consolidation on an uptrend. We still don't have a valid break of these highs. 4-hour time frame gave us a fourth week variation back to the top side on the 30-minute. We have 2 days of rise. The only thing I don't like about this structure really is just where we're trading. Right? We're trading at the top of the zone of consolidation. We're trading after price gave us a lower low change of character. So could this be a lower high to continue into a lower low? For sure. We still don't have no valid break of the highs. So right now, these entries, even though they look enticing, they look very low probability. Once again, we're trading at the top of the zone of consolidation. We're trading at a lower high position on the 30-minute time frame. So what are we going to be trading? Yeah, I thought that was a journal you shared. No, I mean what I shared was just the trading, like the trades that I've taken, but like I don't have an actual journal where I write about why I took the trade or why I didn't take the trade. I don't do that anymore. It's been years that I haven't done that. So we'll be patient with GCAD. I'm not gonna put it on my watch list, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it since there's really no other pairs to keep an eye on. GJ already hit ADR for the day. Finally is giving us did it give us that valid break? It did. Right? Testing, 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 even though it closed below, it's still touching the break of structure line. Then the next red candle closed below without touching the BOS line. Perfect. Right, the next one's closed under, has a wick, top and bottom wick. Beautiful. Gave us 2 days of rise, or 2 days of drop, sorry, after the break. So we already know this is a pair that I'll be looking to take these trades. Going back down again. Right, we got the confirmation, we got the change, we got the break, we have 2 days of drop, we have the rejection of the highs. As soon as price gave us the rejection of the highs, it started the downtrend push. So GJ is going to be on my watch list for the rest of the week for this week. GU also gave us 2 days of rise, very similar to GCAD. But again, the similarities that we have is we're trading lower low, lower high, lower low. Could this be a lower high to continue down into a lower low? Absolutely. Right, the third day high has already been hit with these wicks here. Actually, we already made these new highs. So GU, we're going to turn it off. I'm not going to mess with it. Right, just looking at how the market is moving today, I'm not going to really be forcing any trades. We're going to let price do what it has to do. Alright, so 45 ADR minus 33% is 30 pips. 30 pips for the day for NU. And we've already made 34 pips, so NU is already done. US 30. ADR for the day is 417 minus 33% is 279. Right, we know the STP hasn't been done just yet on the US 30, so we'll keep an eye on that. USD CAD, I'm not trading it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. USD ZAR, I'm not trading it. I'm gonna turn it off. Gold already hit ADR for the day, right? After 3 days of rise, the market must move sideways or go down, and we went down. So gold is doing exactly what it needs to do. Bitcoin, we have 2 days of rise. Today being the third day, market opened, gave us that third day push to the top side, and went right back down to the bottom. STP's already hit. We were trading lower low, lower low, and then price gave us a change of character, higher high. So I'm not going to be trading Bitcoin until we either get a valid break of these highs. After the change of character, we want to see the break, right? So change of character, higher high, higher low. We want to see another higher high being made. We want to see another break before we could continue to look for these positions back to the top side. Now, if the internal time frame starts giving us change of characters, break of structures back to the bottom side, then we know that this 30-minute break was just an inducement, and we're going to continue that push down to the bottom. So we'll just have to be patient. And then last but not least on the list, US oil, 158 pips is ADR. 158 minus 33% is 105. 105. And for the day, we've already made 79 pips. So we're still good to go. Now let's look at the higher time frames real quick, see if we see any engulfing candles, any trades, any entries that we could look for. We know we're looking for price to bounce off the 200 EMA. Daily time frame, we missed it by a fraction of a pip. On the 4 hour, we have the 50 above the 200, then it crossed below it. On the 1 hour, same thing. 30 minutes time frame, we're not close to it. 15 minute, we're not close to it. Okay, let's look for the engulfing candles real quick. No engulfing on the 30. On the 15, nothing on the 15. On the 5-minute structure, we had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, change of character, lower low. Or I guess you could say lower low, lower high, and this is the break of structure, lower low over here that we have. Alright, boom, break of structure, and we're trading between this high and this low. No engulfing candles here either. And then on the 1 minute, I'll be looking for the same thing. Engulfing candles, something here. There's nothing here on the 1 minute, so we'll be careful. We will be careful. Look at platinum, I'm assuming it is the same thing as gold. Pretty similar, yeah. Gave us 1, 2, 3, 3 days of rise. After 3 days of rise, the market must move sideways or go down, and we went all the way down. So the only pairs really left for us is oil, US 30, and GCAD. And out of the 3 pairs, oil looks like the best one to keep an eye on. We'll see what price wants to do. Oh man, my mic was just muted. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was just asking any questions, let me know. Everything that we were waiting for already happened. Oil just gave us a push down to the bottom towards STP, so that was pretty much it. GCAD, as I said earlier, I'm not looking for any entries just based on the fact that we're trading at the top of the zone of consolidation, so I'm not going to be looking for that pair right now. And US 30, I'm not looking to trade right now. It's the only pair that's left for us for today. So everything already hit ADR, everything already hit STP. But if you guys have any other questions, any other pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. If not, we'll be done for today for the morning, and we'll be back again tonight for the isolation session. We'll give you guys a minute in the chat. Any questions? Any specific pairs you guys want me to go over? Anything that didn't make sense as to why I'm not looking for a trade or why I was looking for a trade, just let me know. If not, like I said, that's pretty much it for the morning, and we'll be back again tonight. Everything already hit STP, everything already hit ADR, everything already, the news that we had last night kind of pushed the markets a lot, so that's pretty much it for me today. Looks like you guys are good in the chat. Alright, no questions. If anyone has any questions later on in the day, just hit me up on Discord, hit me up on X, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you guys use, and I'll get back to your guys' questions ASAP, man. So, hope you guys all have a good rest of your day. No questions at the moment? Alright, perfect. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. We'll be back again tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern for the isolation session. Peace out.